Moin Moin und hallo. Schön, dass ihr eingeschaltet habt oder zuschaut oder gerade zufällig reinschaut. Heute möchte ich mit euch die Ubisoft Forward Show ansehen, ja, im Livestream. Und mal gucken, wie es wird, was die uns präsentieren, ob was Neues kommt, ob mal ein bisschen mehr zu dem neuen Assassin's Creed kommt, nicht nur irgendwelche tollen Rendershows. Ich weiß, da wurde ja schon ein bisschen was geleakt, aber ich meine jetzt von offizieller Seite, was da kommt oder inwiefern, ob da auch noch neue Spiele kommen, ob die uns überraschen. Ähm, ja, da bin ich auf jeden Fall gespannt. Ich hoffe, ihr auch. Noch zeigen sich hier ein paar Highlight-Clips, die besten Clips und so ein Kram. In 50 Sekunden geht's ja auch schon los, deswegen bin ich ziemlich gespannt. Habt ihr irgendwie was? Wisst ihr was neu rauskommen kann oder soll? Oder ihr Bock drauf habt, was zu schauen? Bin ich ja mal gespannt. Ja. Es geht ja auch schon gleich los in 15 Sekunden. Puh, da mache ich schon mal den Sound an. Und bin gespannt. Peggy 18.
This is Ubisoft.
This is Ubisoft.
Explore our worlds.
Meet the devs. See the games.
Join us.
Ja, es geht los. Ubisoft Forward 2020.
Hi everyone, I'm Neelam Kumar and I'm very excited to be co-hosting the first Ubisoft Forward with the talented Yusuf Mageed.
Willkommen.
Today's show is all about getting up close and in depth with all the exciting games we have in production here at Ubisoft.
I'm Yusuf, but there's no time to waste. So let's head straight for
Ich
the
hoffe
streets
mal, die
of
zeigen
futuristic
auch
London.
was und
See what the hackers of DedSec are
quaken
getting
uns
into.
nicht so tot wie manch andere, die es geschafft haben. Aber es geht los.
The illegal paintings spreading subversive and hostile messaging over the last few weeks across London are not the work of several people as was originally believed, but the work of an individual. The criminals suspected to have links with the terrorist group
Watchdogs. Bin ich ja mal gespannt, was sie daraus gemacht haben. Weil die haben es ja doch schon eine Zeit lang zurückgezogen, weil es ja viel Kritik gab.
Authorities recommend not to approach the individual.
First, they came for the foreigners, and I did not speak out because I was not a foreigner.
Mein Trailer können sie ja machen, keine Frage. Aber was das Game nachher bringt.
Then they came for the protesters, and I did not speak out.
Weil wir sind ja schon ein bisschen gebrandmarkt, sag ich mal so, von den überhypten Trailer, die sie gemacht haben. Und ja, was dann im Endeffekt rauskam mit dem
Then they came for
Downgrade,
the journalists,
war ja doch schon ziemlich krass.
and I did not speak out because I was not a
Deswegen
journalist.
bin ich schon ein wenig gespannt, was da passiert.
And then they came for street artists, but I did not speak out because I am not a street artist.
Okay.
eventually they'd come for me, and there would be no one left to speak for me.
Ja, ich sag ja, Trailer können sie machen, aber sieht man einen dann noch unbedingt heute noch nur mit geilen, gehypten Trailern? Weil, ohne Scheiß, jetzt Trailer machen wirklich können echt viele Firmen echt gut. Und ich will aber lieber Gameplay sehen. Was passiert im Spiel? Wie sieht die neue Grafik aus? Was können die neuen Konsolen oder PC oder was auch immer? Aber einen Watchdogs Film will ich jetzt nicht sehen.
Welcome to the Resistance. Here's a welcome gift for our new members.
You could have told me it was a bloody costume party.
Try it on.
The new key suspect has been identified as David Ford, a 43-year-old London taxi driver. He has no criminal record but is currently believed to be a terrorist. People have been asked not to approach him. The authorities advise all residents...
Reclaim your future, yes. But how?
I'm Clint Hawking, CEO.
Clint has been a longtime creative force here at Ubisoft, and now he's bringing this vision.
So yeah, what we just saw was an amazing short film by the director Alberto Mielgo that was inspired by Watchdogs Legion and looks at the game and the universe and the characters through his incredible artistic vision and visual style.
The city needs a resistance.
Like the film, Watchdogs Legion tells the story of ordinary heroes setting aside their differences in order to come together as a collective and to fight for a positive change. You can literally recruit and play anyone who you see in the open world. You profile people that are interesting to you, you help them with their problem, you play their origin mission.
Just help me get some closure and I'll do whatever you want.
Sounds like a DedSec problem. Leave it to us.
And that's how you recruit them into your team. And then they become the heroes of the game and the stars of your story.
And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
Please, think more underground.
You with Albion?
I'm tickled, but think more underground.
What, DedSec?
Ja, das haben wir schon verstanden. Das war ja schon vorher klar.
And they make the story not only, unique to them, but unique to you as the player and personal to you because they're, heroes that you've chosen and invested in. What would I say to fans? I guess I'd say, take care of yourself, stay safe. Welcome to the Resistance.
Das ist ja nichts Neues.
Our London town. A modern metropolis.
Zeigen Sie wieder die gehypte Oma.
Built on history and prosperity. Only took 12,000 years to build it up. And one night to tear it all down.
Oh my God.
Listen up. Get all your units to move in and lock down the city.
With London under attack by a mysterious terrorist, the government turns to a private military company called Albion to keep everyone safe. What could possibly go wrong? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Nigel Cass, CEO of Albion. He's kindly stepped up to establish order.
Understand this. I will not allow anyone, not even myself, to jeopardize this.
He will stop at nothing to permanently control the city.
London will be the first city in the world to be made truly safe.
Nigel's not the only opportunist who's taken a liking to this fair city. Meet Mary Kelly, head of the most powerful crime syndicate in London.
Be sure and spread the word.
She and her goons are using the dark web to sell everything from party pills to people.
Microchip is scary, I know, but I got to keep tracks on my merchandise, don't I?
You made me a slave.
You do not want to ruffle her feathers. With the city out on its arse, it now falls on you to build a resistance and take back London.
All right, everyone. Faces on,
Guns out.
Any of the brave Londoners you see walking the streets can be recruited into your team. Like him. Her.
Ja, die Frage ist trotzdem immer noch, inwiefern sich die auf Dauer greifen. Ja, die haben schon versprochen, dass viele verschiedene Charaktere dazu spielen sind, aber irgendwann, die können ja keine 10 Millionen verschiedenen Stimmen und sowas haben. Irgendwann, an irgendeinem Bereich wird sich das wieder gleichen. Und die Frage ist, wie sie das geschafft haben und inwieweit.
Zip up, get to work, and let's never talk about this again.
Ich meine, dass man jetzt im-game, auch im In-Game-Intro jetzt mal einen Charakter mit einer anderen Mütze oder Jacke ausstatten kann, das ist ja nichts Neues, das sehen wir ja, aber dass jeder Charakter sich komplett so unterscheiden soll, das ist die Frage. Da bin ich echt gespannt drauf. Ob sie dann Heilmittel haben oder inwiefern das langweilig ist, dass man sagt, naja, ich spiele mit einem und wenn ich sterbe, dann nehme ich den anderen und irgendwann ist gut. Man muss ja schon einen Reiz haben, dass man auf die Charaktere wechselt.
Perhaps we can approach this mission differently. If you'd rather keep your distance, we've got you covered. Amy is a drone expert.
What have we here?
A real tech connoisseur.
Hate spiders, but love this one.
What an adorable creepy crawler.
Here we are. Let's class the place up.
A drone expert does have the unique ability to summon their own drone. This little darling is fast and stealthy.
She aims, she fires, she hits.
I'm reading incoming drones.
She can also hack enemy drones, turning the tide in her favor. And if you are not into direct confrontation, there are more ways than one to get the job done.
Sie ist also die Hackerkönigin.
Recruiting an Albion officer like Brielle here might be challenging,
sich dann durch.
but it'll get you inside restricted Albion areas.
Don't mind me, just doing recon for a bunch of insurgents.
However, do anything suspicious and she'll probably wind up with a bullet in the back of her head.
You've been approved for entry.
Okay, sie ist so eine Ultra-Spionage-Tante,
We're
oder?
missing the human element here. I can get the defense minister on the line right now.
Stealthy Mode.
If you feel you must.
Criminals running our streets, illegals threatening our families, the police commissioner himself, assassinated by terrorists.
Well, that seems to be enough evidence. Next up, we're crashing Mary Kelly's organ farming operation and putting a stop to it.
That's good. The buyers expect high quality stuff.
And we need a hard nut for this.
Impairing our frontal lobe again, are we?
Bags, don't disturb me in my natural habitat.
Say hello to Mickey. The man lives for his team.
That put another hair on my chest.
And doesn't mind getting his hands dirty.
Er ist der Schläger der guten britischen Kneipe.
He does have a slight drinking problem, though. And he's passed out. We'll come back to him. You know what? Let's go with someone a bit more professional.
Okay, das ist der
It's almost crass to call him a hitman.
Ninja Rambo. Oh.
Some might even call him an artist.
Okay.
here's the bastard responsible.
God mode.
Done and dusted.
Not bad if I do say so, innit?
Not everyone in London is a legendary assassin or a super spy, but everyone can be a hero.
Ja, das ist jetzt die Frage, inwiefern? Sind die jetzt nur in Klassen unterteilt oder er ist der Schläger, er ist der Stealth Guy, er ist der Hitman, er ist der Rambo und das mal 1 Million verschieden optisch oder so. Die sollen ja auch alle ihre eigene Story haben und irgendwie so ein Kram und Hintergrund, aber
living, breathing city teeming with unique locales and
langweilig, das ist die Frage, wann kommt der Punkt, wo man sagt, jetzt habe
So
ich
what goes into
den
building those worlds? Here's Amanda Munt to tell us
Schritt
more.
oder Modus rausgekriegt.
My name's Amanda Munt. I'm a level artist on Watchdogs Legion at Ubisoft Toronto. Being a level artist, I think, is the coolest job in video games because we do get the freedom to kind of like pick and choose what little details we want to depict. And we get ample opportunities to tell the stories that we want to tell in the spaces that we're assigned to. I have the capacity to hide things and, like small little Easter eggs. In AC Unity, there was a boat somewhere in the world that was covered in cats. And then it happened again in Watch Dogs 2. And there may or may not be something in London that is a boat filled with cats in some capacity. So I was fortunate enough to go to E3 last year. Some of the people that I was showing our demo to were from London. So no matter where I dropped them in the city, they'd go, oh my God, this feels like Camden. This feels like Southwark. This feels like Westminster. When people are talking about some detail that I've put into the world and they're excited about it, like that feels so good as somebody who, builds these worlds with care. I love it.
And now some news for Brawlhalla fans. In just a few weeks, you'll be able to battle it out with your favorite legends on iOS and Android devices.
Habe ich übrigens auch in meinen 30 Minuten mit. Könnt ihr euch in meiner Playlist anschauen. Wenn ihr Bock drauf habt, würde mich freuen. Lasst gerne ein Abo da. Ein wenig Unterstützung for free schadet doch niemand. Wäre echt lieb von euch, danke. Kommt jetzt auch auf Handy ab 6. August.
And now, whether you need a Tom Clancy action fix on the go or want to dive back into one of the most beloved fantasy franchises in gaming, we've got you covered.
Might have Magic. Ui, ui. Ich hab's auch angetestet, aber naja, ich bin nicht so mein Urteil jetzt fällen. Entschuldigung.
The target is being held on the ground floor.
Go, go, go!
Contact! Mountain is down. Request air support. Target northeast rooftop.
Roger. Inbound, danger close.
I need an EMP deployed now.
EMP imminent.
Get back in your cell! Hey, take this.
Don't make me regret this.
Pre-register now.
Speaking of Tom Clancy, it's been 5 years since Rainbow Six Siege first launched, and the community has never been stronger. In celebration of this milestone, Ubisoft Montreal has put together a special video to thank all of the amazing players and developers that have helped Siege become the game it is today.
In December 2015, a small team released Rainbow Six Siege. A game built on a strong vision, creativity, competitiveness, and team play.
Pour le joueur, le 1er décembre, c'est un début, mais pour nous aussi. Il faut tout de suite s'engager et dire aux joueurs, ce jeu est installé, tu peux t'y installer aussi, et nous serons là.
That original vision was quickly adopted by our passionate community, propelling it to a whole new level.
This is such a special moment, and being at 1 year anniversary of Rainbow Six now,
Meine Spiel ist nicht perfekt, aber es ist schon ganz geil.
It means the world to us.
But we also had our share of challenges.
Es gibt viele, viele krasse, richtig geile, krasse Gamer, die das können. Ich bin aus meinem Alter raus, die Reflexe noch zu haben, aber
absolutely critical to the experience of the player.
Es gibt schon echt gute Jungs.
Through it all, we're always driven by you, our community, and together, we grow stronger.
There is no sequel plan, and we're here for the next 10 years, so expect more Rainbow Six in your life for quite some time.
Das ist schon geil, dass es das so lange gehalten hat.
Tous les succès, c'est vraiment le résultat de autant de nous que de vous. Ce jeu, il est autant le vôtre qu'il est le nôtre, nous, l'équipe de développement.
Now 60 million players strong, we're just getting started. From the devs that build the game to the community that plays it, thank you.
Millionen Spieler.
If you haven't tried it yet, dive into our new Operation Steel Wave update available now and take Ace and Malusi out for a spin.
A few days ago, we introduced y'all to a brand new multiplayer shooter. Now, it's time to venture into the hyperscape.
What was that?
Mit seinem weißen
in a hyperscape. That's not supposed to be there. Let me get you all up to speed, okay? About 30 years ago, everything that we feared about our future started to come true. We made some good decisions. We made some bad decisions. Actually, we made a lot of bad decisions. So, here we are. 10 billion souls living in the crush of the megacities. But the people at Prisma changed everything. They gave everyone a way out. The Hyperscape. In the Hyperscape, the biggest draw by far is Crown Rush. This is where anyone can become someone.
99 players. Hyperscape. Neues Battle Royale. Mit allen möglichen Krimspims und Krampfpumps dabei.
If you get good at Crown Rush, it can change your life. But strange things have been happening lately. Rumors of people getting hurt. Users disappearing from the real world. A darker secret lies at the heart of Hyperscape.
Hyperscape.
And we have to find it. Some of us are searching for a way up. Some of us for a way out. And for others, a new way altogether. That's what brings us to the edge of the future. To the Hyperscape.
Okay.
I'm JC, Creative Director on Hyperscape.
JC's work on Far Cry Primal and multiple Prince of Persia titles has established him as a top creative here at Ubisoft.
For me, what's exciting is we started building it from scratch. Seeing it grow, adding ideas is really cool.
Hello, contender. Welcome to the Hyperscape.
The game takes place in 2054. It's in a future where humanity has grown a little darker. One of the companies there, they are launching what's called the Hyperscape, which is a virtual world and the internet of the future. It's the place where everything converges. Within the virtual world, there is a battle royale that takes place in the virtual city of Neo Arcadia. Then we also introduce a lot of new things. You get the opportunity to do parkour on the rooftops, go into interiors where it's much more narrow, much more stressful. You get to go to the landmarks where there's more opportunities to get cool items, but also more players, so it's a risk-reward kind of deal. We introduce the notion of hacks, special abilities that you can pick up on the fly to adapt your tactics. With hacks, you can do things like teleport yourself, you can wrap yourself into a ball and bounce around the battlefield. So a lot of abilities that let you have fun, that are toys that you can play with. And finally, it's made as a spectacle, so all the viewers will be able to interact with the game in different levels through the Twitch extension. So every few minutes, there's going to be a vote, and viewers will be able to decide what effect they want to affect the whole battle. So things like changing the gravity, infinite ammo, or stuff like that. So players, while this happens, really have to adapt to all kinds of stuff that is happening. So for me, it's really exciting because right now, as we speak, we're launching the open beta, and so it's going to be available for free-to-play for all PC players.
Wenn EA es geschafft hat, warum soll Ubisoft es dann auch nicht schaffen, wenn sie so ein Free-to-Game rausbringen? Free-to-Play-Game, meine ich.
Here's a short glimpse of what you can expect.
Wieder mit 1000 Sachen zum Einstellen, kaufen, Klamotten, Skins ohne Ende. Ich denke mal, das wird genau eine Mischung aus Apex und Fortnite.
Let's show them what I'm made of. Go time.
Ich sag mal so, die haben wohl versucht, die Apex-Grafik in Fortnite-Levels zu packen, oder wie man soll das beschreiben? Mit genauso Future-Waffen und allen Kram. Mit Bälle, wo man hüpfen kann. Battle Pass
The digital world of the Hyperscape gave our artists and developers incredible freedom when it came to designing characters.
Production manager Anna Maria Muska is going to take us behind the scenes of character design.
Hyperscape.com.
My name is Anna Maria Muska. I'm the production manager for characters and weapons on Hyperscape. We have paid an exceptional amount of detail to our characters. We switch different outfits, different fashion statements, different tattoos, different materials until we see them as real individuals, as real people. So the second you pick a character, you see them in-game, you understand what their motivations are and what drives them and what challenges them. This was the first lineup of characters. This is our default base, but even starting from the hair down, everything has been meticulously thought of. Would this person actually like this type of outfit? Would this person enjoy the type of tattoos that we're putting on them? Will they actually like to be in this body? Each season, we plan to produce new outfits for these characters. So we're hoping some of our players are gonna see the effort and maybe even correlate some of the accessories to what's gonna happen in the game. We're very excited to see it in people's hands.
As we move into the next generation of gaming, Ubisoft has been working closely with console makers to take advantage of all the extraordinary capabilities these new consoles will offer.
Now we have a special guest to tell us a little more.
Gedöns hört mich null an. Ich kann auch nur mit einer Unterhose rum oder mit einem Schlüpper rumlaufen, das ist mir egal.
Ubisoft is supporting smart delivery. So you will get the absolute best version of the game on any version of Xbox you're playing on. On Series X, you'll get to take advantage of the amazing work the team has done with DirectX ray tracing to create an absolutely immersive version of London like you've never seen before.
Okay, das heißt, wenn ihr theoretisch das Spiel jetzt kaufen würdet, würdet ihr später auf der Xbox Series X auch bekommen, gratis. Also was heißt auch bekommen, sondern es ist euers und wird in dem besten Modell dann runtergeladen. Genauso wie Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Man kann es jetzt schon kaufen und wenn man später die neue Konsole hat, hat man die Version mit der besseren Grafik kostenlos. Also einmal kaufen, auf allen Konsolen spielen, so lautet ja das Motto.
So a couple of weeks ago, we announced Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and the reaction from the fans was just amazing. The time period of Vikings
cool, auch wenn ich jetzt schon ewig bei Xbox bin, aber auch PlayStation geil finde.
We found that they were not mindless barbarians.
Ja, aber
Vikings were actually farmers trying to find new lands for them to settle. And so they had really human motivations. So for us to have this opportunity to tell kind of the real story about Vikings and kind of separate ourselves from the myths and the folklore is really something that drove us to make this game. The team went to Norway and England to take the same roads that the Vikings did to really experience what it meant to be a Viking at that time. And then leaving Norway, which is barren
so schön mit der Hände und dann den ganzen Scheiß fallen lassen und so.
In England and so see those rolling green hills full of sheep, full of life. Is
da kann man mal richtig rumsauen und alles ohne sich zu schämen, sondern richtig rumschmieren
you need to see this land of opportunity. And this is exactly the feeling we want players to experience in this game. It is a personal adventure, you know, it is the story of Eivor, a Viking chieftain. Eivor is either a male or a female. You decide when you start the game. They will have to leave Norway to settle in England because you just can't live in Norway anymore. There's too much political pressure, no resources available. Obviously, in England, it's full of Anglo-Saxons and other people, and they don't really want you there. So you will have to fight your way there to kind of build your own settlement and see your clan prosper.
Da bin ich doch schon gespannt, weil die haben ja schon gesagt, die 60 Frames wird schwierig.
And the fact that they were mastering a lot of weapons coming from the medieval times really inspired us to kind of revamp the fight system, to leverage the brutality and the intensity of Viking combat. Vikings were not only fighting face-to-face, they were masters of stealth and deception when needed. They used basically any sort of tactics they could use to win the battle. So we want to portray the full range of combat that you can imagine coming from the Vikings.
Flüssig und 60 Frames und dafür ein paar Abstürze, wollte ich schon sagen. Nein, dafür lieber auch ein bisschen Grafik verzichten.
We are very happy to finally be able to show you the game we've all been working on. So please enjoy this deep dive into Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Okay, dann zeig mal was. In-Game Footage. Außer aufgepimpt oder diesmal real, was sie uns hier verkaufen wollen?
In Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you will relive the epic saga of the Viking invasion of England. You play as Eivor, a Viking from Norway, who will lead his or her battle-hardened warriors across the North Sea to the British Isles.
Aber diesmal spielt man die komplett gleiche Story
with a thriving Norse settlement in a hostile land.
Zwei verschiedenen oder Ansichten.
It is time we go a Viking. Today we raid, that tomorrow we may build.
Oh, and Raid.
England is a dark age tangle of broken kingdoms and warring dynasties, a land of opportunity and riches. As you prowl England's rivers by longship, you may raid locations you spot from the shoreline. Ground your ship and blow your horn to lead your raiding crew into battle.
Sturmangriff, Städte überfallen und genauso schnell wie sie da waren, waren sie auch wieder weg. Rein zufällig gestern noch eine Terra X-Doku gesehen über Wikinger. Und wie viel Macht und Einfluss die nachher hatten.
Your crew will assist you in all your raids, fighting enemies, battering down doors, and stealing cargo too heavy for one set of arms. Whatever riches and resources you pillage may be used to develop your settlement, giving you access to useful services, better tools, and new settlers.
Ja, bei jeder Stadt oder
At the
immer
heart
nur
of your settlement is the Alliance map. It will serve as a record of the allies you have made, and a guide for future opportunities. The Viking Age was a time of warriors and legends. In Valhalla, you will find the largest variety of enemies ever assembled in an Assassin's Creed game. Every archetype offers a unique challenge. Some will coordinate with their allies for special attacks, while others will use nearby objects to their advantage, including the bodies of fallen warriors. To face these attacks, you must find and exploit your opponent's weaknesses to gain the upper hand. Take the fight to your foes with a host of brutal new combat abilities. Snare them with a Viking harpoon. Pummel them with throwing axes. Incapacitate them with the new stun system to keep them at a distance, or finish them off.
Neue finishing moves.
Dual wield any two weapons you wish to unleash a deadly combination of attacks.
Okay, man kann frei wählen auf zwei Hände, was man will.
Customize your fighting style as you see fit and
Also
become a
eine Waffe mit
legendary
Schwert,
Viking
eine andere
warrior.
Dolch oder hier so eine Streitaxt oder Morgenstern oder Schild oder
All
was auch immer.
combinations of weapons are available to dual wield,
Zwei
including
Händer
two
natürlich
shields.
auch. Zwei Schilden kannst du sogar kämpfen.
Not all situations call for violence. In this new land, a Viking must find a way to adapt. As Eivor is not welcome in England, you may need to outsmart your enemies, avoiding unwanted attention in towns and bustling cities. Use Eivor's hood and cloak to blend with crowds and slip past watchful eyes, an unseen hunter among the people. From capital cities and villages to the dense forests and rolling hills of England, exploration is vital to keeping yourself sharp.
Wann kommen die
You must
Türme?
heed off the land if you hope to endure. Hunt and forage to replenish your health and fortify your equipment.
Okay, das hatten wir in den Vorgängern ja auch schon. Das hatten wir auch schon bei Origins.
Temples and Roman ruins for new activities and challenges to strengthen yourself and your settlement.
Kisten, ja klar.
The more you explore, the more of England's secrets you will reveal.
Viel Loot, das ist auch klar.
Ravens, show no mercy.
Also die typische Ubisoft-Formel, würde ich sagen.
Into England, the enemy will push back.
Die sich ja bewährt hat, aber trotzdem irgendwann mal wieder eine Änderung braucht, aber scheinbar noch nicht ausgelutscht ist.
In which you will lead Eivor's army into battle.
Das Spiel ist ja schon so ein bisschen gehypt, aber
Saxon fortresses.
Die Settings sind ja auch cool.
Today we fight for your land, and tomorrow we rebuild.
Bleibt nur die Frage, wie lange das cool ist oder unrealistisch wird.
Transport you to wondrous and haunted lands, inspired by Norse myths and England's pagan roots. It will challenge and surprise, with unforgettable characters, thrilling triumphs and tragic losses.
Ich will mal wissen, was die Gottheiten für eine Rolle spielen.
Your own Viking saga.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla im November, 17.
9th century England is truly unlike anything the franchise has seen before.
Zeit. Selbst
Assassin's Creed Valhalla will release this holiday season on Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, PS4, PC and Stadia.
Als Upgrade kostenlos. Also man muss nicht extra die Version für die neue Konsole dann nochmal kaufen.
I hope you will have enjoyed what you have seen today and that you will love playing these games. I'm proud of our teams for delivering an ambitious, broad and creative lineup of games. And we haven't shown you everything yet. In fact, we have a lot more to come. So you will have another Ubisoft Forward to reveal even more about our upcoming games. But before ending this show, we have one more thing to share with you.
Hau raus, den großen Knüppler. Den Rausschmeißer. Far Cry. Far Cry 6. Da wurde zu viel geleakt. Das muss jetzt sein. Aber auch da, wie ist die Formel genauso gleich wie vorher oder nicht? Spielt man das und sagt, ich kenne schon, abseits der Story und den Intros und so, natürlich. Und wieder so ein Mood-Trailer. Der Sohn soll ja eine Schlüsselrolle spielen. Far Cry 6. Trotzdem, Trailer hauen mich nicht so um.
Fuerzas ultrapenetrantes, estamos cansados de los farsantes, de los...
It's beautiful, amigo. Perfect, but useless. I have something for you, Diego. Give me your hands.
Eine Handgranate. Au!
Papa. Now,
ich hab nur geraten.
The grenade is simple. It has 4 basic parts. The shell, which contains the explosive, the fuse, the handle, and of course, the pin.
What are you doing?
Breathe, Diego. Breathe. The pin simply holds the handle in place. It is only when you let go that this grenade goes boom.
Okay.
Follow me.
Krasser Pappen.
Now.
Das wird eine Lektion fürs Leben.
I am El Presidente, which means that someday you will be El Presidente. And our people, they do not know how to be happy. They are torn apart by opinions, noise, indecision, strangled by their own freedoms. And even if you have love in your heart, even if you want what's best for them, if you only want to save them from themselves, they will hate you, Diego. Everything you say, do, believe, will be wrong.
Er fängt schon an zu schwitzen. So, und jetzt schmeiß es in das Volk.
They will answer you with screams, call you evil, a monster, and give you this.
Muerte Castillo.
So you tell me, are you evil? And are you a monster?
But you have to.
Because our country is like this grenade, except it has 2 basic parts. Our people. And you must clutch them nice and tight, or we all go boom.
Schon fetter Trailer, keine Frage, keine Kritik. Aber halt nur ein Trailer. Und Cut. Denn was passiert, sollen wir ja später sehen. Pre-order now. Nein, ich werde garantiert nichts pre-ordern mehr.
And with that, we're wrapping up our first Ubisoft Forward.
Okay.
Today, we've seen the next generation of Assassin's Creed, the birth of a resistance in Watchdogs Legion,
okay,
the cyber chaos of Hyperscape,
yep,
and the epic reveal of Far Cry's newest installment, along with so much more.
Remember,
so much.
We'll be back later this year with another Ubisoft Forward filled with tons of game news and
Aber
updates.
ich sag mal so, es war ja nicht eine unangenehme Show. Wie andere, die einen tot quatschen und dann nur mal ein bisschen was zeigen. So, beenden wir das Ganze hier mal. Denn sie war ja schon recht angenehm. Oder warte mal, ich mach das an im Hintergrund. Und stell das stumm. So, dann kann man da noch ein bisschen hinsehen. Denn sie war ja nicht so wirklich schlimm. Man wurde ja nicht so belästigt von dem Gequatsche. Oder was ist Gequatsche? Gerede. Denn ja, es gab schon einige schlimmere, wenn man sich das anguckt. Von World of Warcraft, was da war. Das war ja eine Frechheit. Dafür, ich weiß nicht, wer dafür aufgestanden wäre, aber Naja, ist ja auch egal. Aber auf jeden Fall keine schlechte Pressekonferenzvorstellung. Könnt besser, könnt schlechter, aber wir haben ein paar Sachen erfahren. Das meiste wussten wir ja schon, aber ist halt nochmal schön zu hören und zu sehen, ja, aus offiziellen Mündern halt. Und ich bedanke mich, dass ihr zugeschaut habt. War mir eine Ehre. Und ja, schaut bald wieder rein und vergesst meinen Kanal nicht, der Tops TV. Bitte abonnieren, liken, ein Kommentar wäre auch ganz geil. Ansonsten vielen Dank, bis bald, bye bye.